What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Just 350 JP in the house. Okay, this is a 7A. I got a whole bunch of these I want to do, and in between I'll make some more exciting videos and stuff like that. I want to talk about loneliness. Loneliness is really is a state or condition that we all experience all the time, and a lot of people just can't handle it. You know, being alone. Like myself, I'm alone a lot. But it's nothing to be fear of or scary of or anything. Actually, I believe it's a great thing to be alone because it gives you. It's supposed to be your time for you to relax, to regenerate, to think about things, to do all kinds of fun things. Go to the movie. I mean, just imagine all the fun things that you can do when you're alone, traveling and things like that. Especially if you go on these bus tours and stuff. Especially in Japan, you go on these bus tours, you by yourself. You know, you might have another couple there, and just because people are together don't mean they're having a lot of fun. I've been on a lot of tours, well, not a lot, but sometimes, go on tours in Thailand and stuff. And you get these couples and these husbands and wives, and they'll sit there, and not doing anything. I'll just be playing my music or reading a book or just be chilling and just looking at nature, looking at myself in nature and stuff like that. And I'll have a smile on my face and whatever, and they'll start speaking to me, and then the conversation ends up entertaining everyone and things like that. I'm not saying that I'm just explicitly doing it by myself, but the interaction and stuff, and then everyone is happy and stuff like that. And then what it does though is, while that whole group on the bus, especially if it's a small group of like 10 people, whatever, they'll all become one family, because for one thing, if you have an accident, everyone's going to crash into each other. Everyone's going to might get in a hurt or anything, you never know. So it's that, like I'm saying, the individuality there, but then it's that, how can you say it? It's that community, that sense of togetherness is also included, whether people want to identify with it or not. It don't matter because, but then, when you're going through an ordeal, you have to go through it, and then once it's over, and then you understand, then, people go back to whatever sites they were on at first, but still just going through that communication thing is really cool. But being by yourself is good, and if you don't have friends, no one really don't have friends, you know what I'm saying? Because at any time, the relationship that you have with someone can be broken. And, I thought you was my friend. Well, I am your friend. Well, if you're my friend, you do this and you do that, and you understand me. And basically what it's saying is, you instead of you calling them a friend, you're most likely calling them a slave, a slave, someone that caters to you instead of you catering to yourself and things like that. So if you're sitting at home and you're by yourself, you smoking and drinking and eating all this food and stuff and watching this television and just filling your mind with all this junk, you really need to stop doing that, because that time that you have by yourself is for you to strengthen yourself. And it's just, and like a lot of people say, go crazy, and you're not going to go crazy if you're not thinking about anything. If you're sleeping, if you're by yourself, just sleep, and even sleeping, it does help you, it clears a lot of things out of your mind and stuff like that. If you're by yourself and you got to, because, we all want to be entertained, we all want to be entertained and have fun and things like that, but a lot of us don't know how to do it, and a lot of things with these relationships, people just don't know. So the best thing to do is just enjoy your time when you're by yourself, and learn to love yourself and things like that. I don't know. I do know. Actually, I do know. Okay, and this I don't care. I'm choose. Okay, being by yourself, all it does is it makes you stronger, and that's all it does. And if you don't get stronger, it's only because you're making yourself weaker. And what I mean by making yourself weaker, you sit around and you say, "Oh, somebody there, nobody loves me," and this and that. And you think about all this stuff about what other people think about you. It really doesn't matter. And it's probably some might be true, some might not be true. But when you're by yourself, you're supposed to think about how you reflect yourself and how you can shine upon the earth and shine upon the world and shine upon people to make them come and want to be under your umbrella, or so you can strengthen them so they can grow and create their own umbrellas and their own world, and then everyone had this connection and stuff. Like I said in one of my other videos and stuff, my attitude is, listen, on this earth I'm number one, and there is no one more important than I am. But I do understand that for me to advance and to do things, that I have to cooperate with other people. And then if I cooperate with other people who got the same mentality that they're the only one that's special on this earth, and that they're not only one that's special, but they're the most important person in their life is them. But they understand that for them to advance and to get the things that they want, that they need cooperation from other people. And when you start meeting people like that, then bam, what do you have? You got what's going on now, except for that, you got some people who actually go out and create things, and it's just a trip, and it's just simple as that, just when you by yourself, you have to think like, listen, I am the most important person on this earth, and you are, because once you're gone, who else on this earth are you gonna think about? You're not gonna think about no one. You're not gonna think about anything, so while you're here, you have to think about that. And that's what like a lot of religions, and that's what I don't like about religions and stuff, because it takes that away from you. It takes the ability of you to actually believe in yourself and trust in yourself, and then make a connection with other people who trust in themselves, so that things can actually move forward. And that's what I don't like about religion, because it doesn't do that. It has you thinking that you're stupid. Different religions. Like, I was reading, different religions, everybody reads. Different religions talk about different things. They put a certain group above other groups and this and that, and it's all craziness. And but those people who follow in those groups, some of them believe that stuff. Some of them, they just trapped in a situation where they can't get out of it. Some actually do it and understand it, and develop the resources to maintain it and stuff like that. So and it's not even a religion. It's just a system that's based on some work or some form of thinking that it's instilled in other people and things like that. But everyone falters, and with religion, though, it just makes, especially like the religion that we follow, Christianity and all that stuff, it just makes fools out of us. And there's not one time where in that religion where you can say, well, I am the most important person, because it doesn't say that. It says that God is the most important person. But who is God? Who is Jesus? Who is all these people and stuff? And as more information come out, you're like, wow, what the heck am I doing? And then it beats you down so bad, dumbs you down so bad that you just end up going crazy, because the whole thing says that you can get forgiven for all the silly stuff that you're doing. And it's not and people are like, okay, well, God's going to forgive me. But, what are you talking about? God's going to forgive. The whole thing is, you knew it was wrong. Why are you doing it anyway? It's not about a sin or not a sin. It's about wasting time, and using your time and your energy efficiently.